It's not like a church versus state. Oh, it's so easy to judge people by their outer appearance, isn't it? I mean, for us to actually take time to talk with somebody and get to know them, or instead of looking at them or judging them by the way they look or the car they drive or the house that we think they own, which they usually don't because they're in debt, it's easier for us to point our fingers and go, oh, we think we know that person. You know, I've known a lot of people in my life, many celebrities, and I'm not going to get into that, but I've been very blessed to meet some very, very interesting people, or the world calls very interesting people. And there's some that the world sees as, oh, they're great guys, but in reality, I can tell you they weren't so great. And there are those who the world hated, and they were telling me how bad this person was, and I'd spend some time with them, and I'd say, yeah, he's not really as bad as you think, because the perception was all wrong. See, it's easy to see that something is bad and it's decayed when it's like this tree here that I had to take down. Let me show it to you real quick. That's an easy one. Oh, this tree is dead, you know. That's an easy one. Of course, you could tell over here because you got a big hole in the side. And, you know, if we show you right there, you can see this guy was hollowed out all the way to the core. Now, that's an easy one. But life's not always like that. Life's not always as easy as just seeing something that's decaying from the inside out. Sometimes they're a little more deceiving. And this is why we have to take a little bit of time with people and start listening to them and what they say and how they act, especially how they act when nobody's watching. See, that's the key. Because here's another thing too. This has nothing to do with judging somebody. But this has everything to do with making sure you don't get deceived by these types of people. Now, these people, just like this tree I'm going to show you next, like I said, they wear nice suits, they drive nice cars, they live in nice houses, they may even be the people that run your community, might even be the pastor of your church. However, if you don't take the time to know them and only judge them by the outward appearance, you're going to be deceived big time. This is why God gives you the Word. He gives you the Bible and the knowledge in which to read it. And you know what? If you don't understand it, you kind of go to Him to say, hey, Dad, hey, Father, I don't quite get this. Can you help me out? I'm more than happy to help you out, because that's why He left you that book. It's for you. Now let me show you this tree. Tell me what you think. Is it as bad as the one you just saw? I'm sure you're going to give me an answer of, no, it doesn't look as bad as the one that we just saw. But hold on a second, because I'm going to show you what the inside of that tree is about. Now think of this tree as that person that you hold as esteem and you think is so great, and maybe says a lot of things that sound right, but you don't really give it time to allow it to sink in. And the words that they say, you don't kind of cross-references to make sure that it's positive or correct, biblically correct. Take a look at this one. Now this guy, he looks good, right? The bark's good. Oh, now you see the hole here. What's that? Man, this guy was rotten to the core, but you didn't know it because you never took time to see it. All you saw was this. Oh, this guy's he was about close to a 40-footer. But man, this guy was good. He even had a couple branches on him that had foliage. But he was rotten to the core, man. And if you'd have let him stay in power, meaning in dominance in the forest of the world, a good wind blows and he goes crashing down. But you don't see that because it's not as easy to see is the other tree that I showed you. The one that obviously had problems. It takes a long time for a dead tree to get to that position. It doesn't take very long for a tree to get to this position. It takes a long time for its outward appearance to show through, or the inward appearance to show through, so you can see it on the outward appearance. Anyways, I guess what I'm trying to say on this Sunday afternoon is that be careful on who you let into your home, into your heart, into your spirit, into your mind, and make sure that you check them out, because they might just be a good-looking tree that's hollow on the inside. So many people are like that, and unfortunately so many people are running this world. They got a great smile, they got a great backstory, but nothing ever checks out. That's why we have to take time with people. We gotta really listen to what they say, and if we do have an issue with them, ask them about it. If they're real men of God, their yeas will be yeas and their nays will be nay. But if they're a fake, they're a phony, it'll just be one dead tree trying to suck up the nutrients from all the other good trees in your forest. I got another one here too. This guy looks good on the outside. He's the next one going down. But if you could see, the branches are dead. He ain't got one good one left in him. And what he's doing right now is he's sucking away all the water and the nutrients from this guy right here. And this guy is bringing us good foliage. Anyways, Malachi Church First Estate signing out. Try to use basic things within our own world to kind of show concepts. And anyways, this is an old dead tree right here, but you know what? It looks cool, I'll keep it up. Can't do any damage. Anyways, hey, call your parents Sunday. Go hug your kids if you got them. Call them if they get older and tell them you love them. Go see your neighbor. Repent and be baptized. Because unfortunately our world is becoming that tree that's hollow inside. At some point in time, God's going to come down and cut it down before it destroys the whole world and everything around it. Have a good one. Enjoy the music. Support my music ministry. Give me anything. I'll give you an album. Send me $1, you'll get all my stuff. I don't care anymore. Go to theartist1.com, and I appreciate it. And you guys share the videos if you think they're interesting. If not, well, you know, hey, that's just the way it goes. I don't live my life as those. I live my life totally in God's hands 100%, and He will provide and He will prevail, because it's His word, not mine, His. Since He controls all, He's a pretty good guy to give your life into, you know. Hey, give unto Him your will, you know. Whatever it is that He wants, let Him have it. You'll be better off for it. All right, guys, have a good one.
This is so hard.